What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 6, episode 13, and let's go ahead and get right into this review. So, first of all, last week we left off with Amara and Princess, and they were about to go ahead and go back and forth. However, this episode, we start with Princess talking to the Trick Daddy, okay? And he over here trying to be nosy, see what's going on with the ladies. And she's like, yeah, I slapped Amara, and she deserved it because she was trying to play in my face when it comes to Ray J. And, it just is what it is. Then we have Angela. She gets on the mic. She thanks everybody for coming out. Her boyfriend or fiance, he gets on a microphone or whatever. He congratulates her and talks about how, she's such an amazing black woman. And then he decides to play her new song, Fabulous. I'm sorry, but we got to go back to the drawing board because really it was giving Kenya Moore for me. It was giving, I'm going with the win Fabulous. I'm going with the win Fabulous in my book. Like, I'm sorry, the way he was hyping that song up in the studio for it to sound like that, baby, no. Moving on from that, we then see let me not call her that. Then we then see Angela go talk to Princess about what happened. And Princess is like, yeah, I did put hands on her, but it was because she deserved it. Yet she keeps telling people this. Every person that she's talked to at this point, Princess has had the same stance of Amara deserved it. At the end of the day, I know that she messes around with married men because she has 2 children by a married man, okay? So I can't put anything past her. I thought we were better than that because she was supposed to be my friend. But clearly, she ain't my friend if she over here meeting up with Ray J. Now, according to Princess, she ain't gonna try to start nothing at this event because I guess she has actual respect for Angela versus how she felt about Escalating, I guess. But let's move on. So now we have Bobby and Brooke. They decide to go talk to Princess. And I'm just like, well, when is the back and forth going to happen at this point? Because now we got to have this conversation about why Bobby said that Brooke was laughing. Was Brooke laughing? Yes or no? And here's the thing. I think that she did do like a little nervous laugh. Was she entertained by the foolishness? Absolutely. Who wouldn't be? And maybe it is what it is. Now we get into this conversation of Princess feeling like Brooke puts herself in the middle of things when she really don't have to. And here's the thing. Angela ends up leaving, right? So they say their goodbyes to her. And then we jump back into the conversation and Princess is telling Brooke, I'm going to tell you straight to your face, we ain't friends no more. I was like, whoa. I haven't seen nobody like friendship break up like this. Okay, girl. So things are awkward over there. Then we jump across the way to Amara and she talking to Trick. And Trick is like, y'all need to settle this or whatever. Can you go talk to her? And Trick is the one that walks her into the room. I could have swore, or maybe my mind playing tricks on me. I could have swore it was a situation where Princess was sitting on a couch and Brooke and Amara walked over to her. I don't remember seeing no Bobby or no Trick Daddy. Maybe I'm tripping. Or maybe they just reshot this a few times. All right, so let's get into the conversation. First of all, you have Amara just sitting there, okay? Princess is doing all the talking at first, and Princess is like, are you going to say anything? Or, what's going on here? Because if not, you can go ahead and leave. You can walk on out that door or whatever. I don't feel like looking at you. Like, it was real interesting the way this conversation was going. And then Amara finally chimes in and is like, oh, I get it. It's because, you were hurt. And Princess is like, no, don't go project it on me. And here's the thing. Do I think that Princess was hurt by Ray J at this point? No. Okay? I think she has been through it with Ray J, however. Amara, can you just admit that maybe you overstepped a boundary by letting that man come over to your house? Can we start there? Because I feel like you're never accountable for anything. Because she goes on to say that she invited Ray over so that they can have a conversation. I'm sorry, but what kind of conversation are you having with Ray? Y'all just had one at the club. And I'm not even on Princess side, not like that, because girl, it's still Ray J, and y'all been going through this for I don't know how long. However, I do understand the principle of, if we supposed to be friends, why are you meet up with my husband, especially if you know that we are going through it? That's a little weird and a little suspect. Amara, again, you and this accountability, like, you're still not saying like, hey, you know what? I see it from your perspective. Maybe I shouldn't have, met up with Ray. That's all she want to hear, really. Now, as these two are going back and forth or whatever, Princess is throwing digs like, if you had a husband, but really you ain't got one. Oh, but your baby daddy, but he don't want you, all this stuff. And then Amara hits her with, yeah, but Ray wants me, and he wants any and everybody but you. I said, oop, ain't a rep right there, because Princess, let's call it a thing. That man, he cheats on you left or right anytime he feel like it. Yet you continuously take him back over and over again. At a certain point, let that man go for real, for real. Not for play and hopping on social media, going back and forth. Like, girl, please divorce that man and move on. Now, these two ladies are still going back and forth. It gets to the point where Princess is like, yeah, you're going to get slapped every time or whatever. And it gets to the point where Amara leaves, right? Amara's like, all right, I'm about to leave. Because this conversation, it really ain't going nowhere. Princess, I feel like this should be your last episode on this show, because you have nobody else to film with. This was a waste of time. I'm assuming that you just wanted to fulfill your contract that you signed with Love and Hip Hop, because there's no more reasons for you to show up. Now, when it comes to the confessional though, Amara pops up and is like, I'm feeling away because Brooke is the one who was like, oh, you should go talk to Princess, when she ain't even saying nothing. I said, oh baby, you just don't know. She can't say anything, because for some reason Princess did kind of like put her in her place to be like, we ain't friends, don't say nothing to me. And baby, Brooke been on mute for a minute. So Amara, she leaves and Brooke follows behind her. So here's the thing. Amara, she done moved to a whole other spot in this building, right? Here come Bobby. And baby, when Bobby came around, she in her confessional talking about Bobby can't pick a side. All he's trying to do is get more camera time. I said, oop, clocked it. Because if we want to be completely honest, that is what this show has become. Who can get more camera time? Bobby always fighting for camera time. All the people who chase after Amara, her little posse that she got, who cling to her, they're chasing for camera time because she's the queen bee. Like, Hot Topic over there, running and chasing and doing anything she can to get some camera time. That is what this whole season is filled with. People trying to get camera time. Now, out of nowhere, y'all. Nowhere. Here comes Stank Walk Eliza. What was that walk that she just had when she walked through the door? I said, Eliza, what are you doing? Then she got this shirt, okay, made with Amara's name on it. I said, wait a second. Is this in favor of Amara? Because I don't think it is. Oh, baby, she done flip-flopped. Because now she about to be beefing with Amara because she feels some type of way that Amara did not attend her foreign, oil line launch. Girl, don't nobody care about that. Now, I did kind of giggle at that shirt saying, hide your husband. Amara is coming on the back. That was a little clever. Okay. Now, who is in the building, y'all? Miami Tip. And y'all already know Miami Tip cannot stand Eliza. I don't care how fake they try to be with each other. That girl cannot stand Eliza, okay? And the first thing that come out of her mouth is, so what do all this got to do with you? Because Eliza wants to bring up the fact that she don't like how Ray J and Amara had a whole thing going on. So at this point, Amara has called Eliza delusional. because Eliza's feeling some type of way again because Amara didn't show up to my launch event. And also, she's friends with my ops. I kind of forgot that Eliza and Escalating were beefing. And here's the thing. I find that so interesting that she's calling her out, for being friends with her op. And I'm just like, well, that's an ongoing thing with Amara because let's not forget she's also now friends with Shay again, and Estelita and Shay got beef. So maybe this is like an ongoing thing. It's like for the love of Amara, let the women fight it out. Because at the end of the day, Amara is the queen bee, and she really don't even like none of y'all like that. Okay, she have little conversations with y'all, but she don't really like y'all like that. But she loves the fact that y'all will fight on her behalf. But that's a whole nother story because baby Eliza has become a traitor. So finally, they decide to wrap this goddamn scene up because my God, it's taking up a lot of time. Princess ends up leaving. Eliza is over there chomping on cake, and Amara has a goddamn epiphany that she is the star of the show. Everyone wants to beef with her, and she's the queen bee. I'm like, Amara, first of all, stop breaking the fourth wall. Secondly, you knew you was the queen bee for a while now. Don't try to act like it's new to you. But let's go ahead and move on. We have added a new member to the cast. Yes, we are 13 episodes in and we're still adding new members to the cast. They done found Pinky Doll from TikTok. The girl who used to do the yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that girl. I guess now she does mukbangs because her money done went low. Because people stopped tuning into her. She's now on here. For what, I don't know. I legit have no idea why this woman is here. Like, I know y'all did not have to go all the way to Canada to find her, of all people. But I digress. Now, she has a conversation with her mother about how, she don't know how long she'll be able to do these mukbangs or whatever. Her mom's like, you need to stop because it's not good for your health. Because you just piling on, all this food. And come on now, you're not supposed to eat 45 hot dogs, girl. Anyways, she's like, yeah, I know, but I gotta take care of everybody, I gotta take care of the family. And we learned that she not only takes care of herself and her child, but also her mother and her sister. And I can't lie, y'all. When people be making certain amounts of money, it do make me wonder, like, so what did you do with it? Like, when she said, yeah, I was making $100,000 a month. So what did you do with the 100,000? Because I'm just saying, that's a lot of money to have in 1 month. Like, what did you do? Just completely elevate the life and now you can't maintain that lifestyle? What's going on here? And then, y'all, this is where things took a turn for me because that girl said, yeah, and Timbaland wants to work with me. I'm sorry, but Timbaland, what's wrong with you? I feel like sometimes, like, when I think of people like Timbaland, I just be like, sir, are you actually trying to work with a talented artist, or are you just trying to work with a girl because you think she's pretty? Because I don't see the talent. But nonetheless, a little bit more of her backstory. She don't really get along with her sister. However, she's still paying for her sister lifestyle. She swears she gonna go so hard because she saw her mama struggle. Okay, girl, typical story. What else you got going on? Moving on. So we actually see Zoe. She is filming a music video. And one thing that I can say is that Zoe is always filming something. It could be a photo shoot, a music video. She always was something with her music career. So at this point, she out here rapping in a donut. And I'm just like, wait a second. Isn't that Ching's thing? And she says that this is actually a song that's supposed to be her and Ching, but she hasn't been able to get a hold of her or whatever. Now, while she's at this video shoot, Bobby is there. He's supporting her. And, they have a conversation. And basically, Zoe talks about how, she is trying to figure out what to do with this music thing because her album, it came out, but it didn't, blow up. It wasn't as successful as she thought it would be. And Bobby's like, okay, but don't let that, stop you. because at the end of the day, it's all about building your portfolio, getting out there, working hard, and, your time will come for you to like blow up. So Zoe ends up updating Bobby on her relationship, saying that, her and Kelvin ain't not together right now. And Bobby ends up telling her everything that happened at the sobriety party. Now, here's the thing. When Bobby mentioned something about a book signing, I thought he was talking about his cousin Trina. But no. Y'all, Miami Tip, she done wrote a book. And I feel like this may be the second one because I thought she had a book a while ago. Y'all remember? Because I remember her reading an excerpt of it at the strip club, right? So maybe she got a new book. Well, Miami Tip, she done invited everybody to come to her book launch, and baby, you already know the mess is coming. Now, here's something that I did not really care for. So basically, Zoe is like, oh, I'm supposed to be working with Ching Diamond or whatever, and Bobby's like, oh, I heard some things about her. Not so great things, because according to Bobby, he knows somebody who worked closely with her, and basically she has like this bubbly, fun personality when she around certain people, but really she is kind of like a user. That's the vibe I got, because it sounds like she's a user. She trying to make it to the top. She don't mind stepping on toes, okay? So at this point, I'm just like, okay, so there's definitely going to be some issues happening with Zoe and Ching, and I kind of like their friendship, but clearly it's about to end. Now, moving on from that, we get to Pinky Doll. She over here going around the city one last time or whatever, yet she had a conversation with her friend, and we learned a little bit more about her because she actually was a stripper before. She started stripping when she was 17, and then we learned that this girl, to work at a strip club, she would drink. So now she had a drinking problem. She said that she used to drink like 24 bottles a day. I said, 24 what? Like, that's crazy, girl. Now, according to her, she done almost died a couple of times. And it's just like, Pinky, girl, you got a lot going on, okay? And I'm not sure if this is going to be a good fit for you, but I guess welcome to the cast. And also, I just feel like she reminds me of Jocelyn Hernandez. Something about her voice and the way she talk be giving me Jocelyn without the heavy accent. Like, for me, y'all, I must say Pinky Doll had too much camera time on this episode. Let's go ahead and move on over to Miami Tip, though. Baby, Miami Tip is saying, y'all need to go ahead and make me a real life cast member again, because I'm giving, okay? She decides to start reading parts of her book, y'all. Where are the book talk ladies? Where are the black girl book talk girlies? Are y'all reading this? Is this on y'all TBR list? Because, when she was reading out loud at how the man, he said he didn't pull out fast enough and then the girl was pregnant, I said, oh, this got drama. Let me know if y'all reading this. So after she does her reading, she goes to, talk to the guests, and we have Bobby, Van, Brooke, Amara, and I feel like that may have been it that was there to support her. So Amara, she starts telling Van about Eliza and how she wore that shirt to Angela's event. And then she goes on to talk about Eliza. But then Bobby calls her. I was like, listen, Amara, sometimes you don't be like owning up to your shit. And she's like, no, I'm not wearing that. Cross the bear, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, here's the thing. Amara, sure, when y'all shot that scene, it was what it was. Who cares? However, like I keep saying, the point where you decided to invite him to your house, I feel like that's where the boundary was crossed. Because it's like, what is there to talk about at your house that wasn't already filmed? Whatever you needed to say, Ray, should have been happening between the hours of filming. That's it. So then it became attack Brooke, because everybody feels like Brooke is still straddling the fence or whatever. And honestly, Brooke is trying to not be in the mess like that. Like, she in it. She nosy. She want to know what's going on. But she ain't about to pick a side, because at the end of the day, none of these hoes is friends. Not a near one, okay? So Bobby, he decides to excuse himself and be like, all right, Brooke, you need to figure out whose side you on, and Amara, you need to figure out how you gonna take accountability. I'm just like, wait, who said that Bobby was going to be the person that could go around and call people out on their shit? Like, how did we determine that? Okay. You riding for Princess. We see it. Now, Amara, she decides to call out Brooke because she feel like she didn't have her back. Well. Brooke, she decided to be like, well, you know what? Screw you. Like, I don't know what could have possibly happened between the time that they went to Angela's event together versus where they are now for Brooke to respond in the way that she did. Because she feel like, girl, it is not my job to cape for you. It is not my job to handle your battles. Maybe Brooke has peeped how Escalating has jumped into shit. Eliza has jumped into shit. All of this stuff for Amara. No, Amara, you do need to handle your own battles, because why does Brooke need to jump in? I kind of agree, y'all. I kind of agree with Brooke. Amara has had a couple of girls who've been following her like little straggly puppies. They want to fight her battle so bad. And Brooke just ain't that girl. And I don't blame her. Because, like I said, she didn't even get the full story of what happened between Ray and Amara. Amara made it seem like, yeah, we were just dancing, and then that was the end. That was it. She didn't say nothing about how they went back to her house and was drinking and stuff. Like, honestly, I just can't feel bad for Amara. Moving on, we get this scene with Pinky Doll and her sister Madonna going back and forth because I guess the sister came up with the idea to do all that weird stuff on TikTok. I don't even care. Moving on. Let's get to the interesting stuff, and that is with Zoe and Ching, okay? Ching is so happy that her man about to come home and fly straight to Miami to be with her. Girl, whoop-de-doo, I guess. Hopefully he can get a job, okay? Let's hope for that. One thing that I noticed is that, to me, Zoe dresses so much more girly since she been hanging out with Ching. Or am I tripping? Now, besides that, you have this girl Ching going on and on about her man, who is pure trash, okay? The man can't keep a job. He done cheated on her a bunch of times. However, she proud to tell the world that he's on a 90-day probation period when it comes to her and her mama. Girl, he's gonna break that probably day one. Come on now. Now, as this girl is yapping about her man, Zoe is peeping the scene like, girl, you done hyped this nigga up and he ain't really worth shit, okay? Now, she said it in a real nice way, like, I don't think you should be the one who's like fronting all the bills, when he come home. Like, that's a lot for you to have to take care of everything. And Ching is taken aback. Because she's just like, I'm not expecting for him to get a job right when he, get out of jail, because I know what that's like. Oh, okay, girl, bring it down. And Zoe is like, yeah, I know that. I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, he should be trying to get a job. I'm trying to figure out why Ching called an attitude with Zoe, because it's like, girl, you just told us that this man can't keep a job. So she trying to help you out and be like, well, girl, you should absolutely go for a man with a job. And then, y'all, we got the most delusional part of this whole damn thing. You have Ching calling her and her man the new Beyonce and Jay-Z because this nigga got potential. Excuse me? Girl. One thing I need people to stop doing is comparing themselves to Beyonce and Jay-Z. Baby, y'all not even Whitney and Bobby, okay? If we really want to be honest. Y'all are not even like... I'm trying to think of some like Z-list people. Y'all ain't even that. Whatever it is. Y'all not that. Okay? Not with this ghetto shit y'all got going on. But on top of that, of course, Ching tried to hit Zoe back with the, but you and Kelvin. But Zoe's like, no. Because when I was at my lowest, that man, he gave me a place to stay and he has a job. Now, one thing that I will say is that at first, Zoe, it did seem like Kelvin wasn't working, okay? It made it seem like he was handling the day-to-day with whatever Zoe Bricks has to do. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you said he kept his job while he was still handling your management stuff, okay, I can't knock this man. Now, I will say this. Zoe was absolutely telling the truth. Listen, girl, if you gonna be with this man or whatever, That's cool, but what you're not about to do is compare some jailbird to my man. Because my man actually works, unlike yours. Your man's consistently cheating on you, not mine. Mine don't do that. However, Ching, she want to go so hard and hit below the belt. The fact that she told them that he's 4'11", talking about Kelvin. Kelvin's 4'11", and Zoe is 6'5". Like, y'all don't even look right together. I said, oh, no, you didn't. Because all of that gave me, you was feeling a way about Zoe already. Like, what did her height have to do with anything? What did Kelvin's height have to do with anything? You're grasping at straws to throw something on her. Like, if we really want to throw stones, you are a big girl and your man is a skinny nigga. People may say that don't look right. So, what are we doing right now? And then, Ching went on to be like, you're embarrassed to be with him and blah, blah, blah. I said, whoa. Now, where'd this come from? Zoe, have you had some type of conversation with Ching to say that you were embarrassed by him and that's why y'all broke up or something? Like, what's all of this? Baby, it gets to the point where the girls are about to fight, y'all. The girlies are about to fight. Some food is thrown. They both get taken outside. I'm like, this did not have to escalate this way. Like, at all. I actually liked when these two girls were friends. But for some reason, when these girls get into the my man bag, baby, you can't tell them nothing about that nigga, even if they dogging their ass out. Like, this was just so crazy. But y'all, that was the episode. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.